Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. I'm the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. On this channel I like to drink and review craft beers. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money doing it. So this channel is basically dedicated to craft beers that come in close to the $2 range. This is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today's selection is a California beer, a brewery with which I can't say I have a whole lot of familiarity, although I do have some. Knee Deep Brewing Company has created their Northeast Auburn Pale Ale, and I paid $1.99 for this 12-ounce bottle. It has a 4.5 ABV and 42 IBUs, which is about average for a pale ale. Now the thing is, they refer to this as a Northeast Pale Ale. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I know what I know a New England IPA is particularly hazy, but I don't know what a Northeast Pale Ale is, and didn't have a whole lot of luck finding it. Now, as I said, it referred to it as Northeast Auburn Pale Ale, and perhaps, I don't know. I know that Knee Deep Brewing Company is located in Auburn, California. Perhaps, these are made with hops that are grown in the northeast end of Auburn, or maybe the brewery's in the northeast end of Auburn, and they just refer to it as Northeast Auburn Pale Ale. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the story behind that is. But at 4.5 ABV, that's about average for a pale ale, maybe even a little bit low. 42 IBUs is kind of aggressive, but it comes across. There are some pale ales that are so hoppy you might even think that they're India Pale Ales. I haven't I haven't had enough of them to intelligently distinguish on my palate the distinction, to verbalize actually the distinction between a hoppy pale ale and an IPA. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Everything in good time, and every day's a school day, as they say. So, a little bit of information about this and the reviews and the accolades that it got. 12 of my friends on Untappd gave this a cumulative score of 3.65. 6,465 of us gave it a cumulative score of 3.59. Beer Advocate had 73 reviews, giving it a cumulative score of 3.8, which listed as very good. And another reason, I just got to make a quick note, one of the reasons I don't have a whole lot of information about Northeast Auburn Pale Ale, I went to their website, I couldn't find this beer. It's not a particularly user-friendly website, I gotta say, but, everybody does what they can. I'm just saying that I couldn't find this beer on the website. Almost makes me wonder if perhaps this is a discontinued beer. There is no brewed on date or bottled on date or best by date on this bottle. So, who knows? Maybe that's the case. Alright, let's see how this bad boy pours, shall we? And it's pouring a very straw color. We've got some very, very, very light head on this. Very light head. You're probably seeing, I'm going to say at least 2 shades. Yeah, I'm going to say 2 shades darker than the actual color. We'll describe that as medium-high carbonation. And just a little hazy. I can kind of see through it, but not completely. It's not overly hazy, but it's not opaque either. So let's give this a quick beard wipe, see what we come across. And I gotta be honest with you, not a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of some of the malt, but I didn't smell a whole lot of anything on the beard wipe. Let's see if sticking my schnoz right into it, I can come up with anything. Oh, very hoppy, very fruity, very tropical fruity. Yeah, I bet this is going to have a lot of hop flavor to it. Of course, with 42 IBUs, it's not like I'm stating anything that I'm not showing some great insight here. But yeah, I can sure smell a hop profile. There's a certain sweetness to it. That's why I describe this fruity. It's kind of a tropical fruity, sort of an orangey, pina colada sort of. Yeah, I would even get, yeah, I would say pina colada because I do smell just the slightest hint of coconut back there, but not a whole lot. Also, real quick shout out, this St. Archer pint glass, it was a wedding gift from my man Steve at Total Wine. If you're in Vegas and you're on the west side of the valley, go check out Total Wine at Boca Park. Talk to my man Steve, he's a good guy. Okay, so let's Let me quit yapping my flap and get to drinking. Cheers. Don't you just love it when you get a hiccup? I'm going to describe that as about a medium mouthfeel, a little bit of spikiness. I gotta say, it's not quite as bitter as I was expecting. As much as I could smell the hops and the 42 IBUs, I was thinking maybe there'd be a little bit more hoppy bitterness to it, but there isn't. It's actually a little more malty, which is how pale ales are actually supposed to taste. Pale ales oftentimes, excuse me, are described as being kind of biscuity or even crackery. There's that sort of wheatiness, that maltiness. That's what I'm tasting mostly. Now, I am definitely getting the hops in there. I will say that, but it's not quite as much as I was expecting with the higher end of IBUs like it has. Uh, a little bit of that sweetness from the bouquet that I was talking about, that sort of fruitiness, that's kind of coming through on the flavor. It's a very mild flavor. I'll put it to you that way. It's a very mild flavor. It's a little bit of that sweetness from the aroma, like I said. Um, Medium mouthfeel. What else really to say about this? There's the maltiness. It's not quite as biscuity or crackery as pale ales usually are. It's okay. It's not exceptional. I'm going to give it a 3.5. It's a good beer, and I mean we've got some nice lacing here, particularly considering it only has a 4.5 ABV. But all in all, it's an okay beer. It's nothing extraordinary, and the carbonation is already starting to phase out. And you can see that wispy head. I mean, there was not much of a head to begin with. It's pretty much gone by this point. Um, it's not a bad beer. It's not exceptional, and it's not a great value, so it doesn't get particularly high marks. I was going to give it a 3.5, but frankly, I think a 3.25 is actually a little more in keeping because it's not quite true to the style, and it's not particularly a hoppy pale ale either. Of course, I don't know what a Northeast Pale Ale is either. So, gang, if you like this, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.